Ciao ragazzi, I can't believe I found the time to make this happen, but big up to one of my day ones, Mario Gagliano. I had to have him on this time, not that he's a stranger to the channel, but dude, are you just basking in it, or are you basking in it, or what? Christian Eriksen, in form, you're the only one that stuck by him through thick and thin. Dude, this could be the start of something beautiful, bro.
That's my guy right there. I've been fighting tooth and nail for this guy, saying that he's still good, he's still got it, he's going to be for this team what we've always needed the whole fucking time. Sorry about that.
Nah, that's fine. Guys, we've gone live sporadically, not because I think there's going to be people even in here viewing it live, because I can't be bothered to edit this afterwards. So this is your real quick and easy first leg Coppa Italia preview for the Juventus game. With the fixtures turning around like crazy, it's only natural that you feel like you don't have enough time to adjust, Mario. We're coming into this fixture, and then we got Fiorentina, I'm pretty sure, 3 days after that, before the second leg. We've got a lot of football to play in the next 7 days, man, and it's going to start here. I guess I'll just kick us off by saying no HAKIMI, no LUKAKU. Those are the two big talking points, considering they're two of our shoo-ins for the starting 11, and they won't be there. For my opinion, though, blessing in disguise, cuz. Rest these guys in the first leg, beat Fiorentina, they'll come back in the second leg in the Coppa Italia. All that matters is that Barella and Eriksen are on the pitch, bro.
Yeah, I mean, we have like 3 players going on yellows into the second leg, or into this first leg, rather. Who is it? It's Lukaku, HAKIMI, and I think it's
Brozovic. I think it might be Brozovic.
Honestly, I would play them. Because if they get a yellow, they miss the second leg, not the final, rather than missing the final because of a yellow in the second leg, if that makes sense. Although Fiorentina it's more important. These Juve games are always, it's a derby. You know, you want to win, bragging rights, all that stuff, and the Coppa Italia is still a cup. It's a competition that we should be playing for, and I think. To play the bigger players like Lukaku, HAKIMI in this first leg, let them get a yellow, miss the second leg. If we win, which I think we can win, we're in the finals. I was talking about this with Alex and Jerry earlier this morning. So I'm full force. Like, play them the first leg, rest them against Fiorentina, because Fiorentina really, I don't think they're that good. And I don't think anybody really thinks they're that good. So we can get away with resting them, especially in that game, because you have Eriksen, you have Brozovic, you have Alexis Lautaro, who can play 40 games, that guy, and miss 1,000 goals. But yeah, Alexis.
Well, dude, first of all, you're everywhere these days, bro, bouncing around Culture Connection. Thanks for all the time you put in on our channel as well, bro. And you've said it really well yourself, and you also alluded to our boy Mo, who's probably in the chat right now. He's doing everything's right except doing what a striker needs to do and finish the ball into the back of the net. That being said, though, it's funny how football is such a fickle sport, and I'm guilty of being a real fickle human being as well, because Lautaro's performance in the first half, bro, against... dude, who did we just beat? Benevento. Yeah, Lautaro's first half performance in the first half of Benevento was trash. His second half performance, he was the best player in the second half.
Yeah.
Bar maybe Eriksen. Dude, that guy pressed probably their entire back four and their goalkeeper. Mm-hmm. And that's what he's been really good at doing this season as well. And I was thinking about it on the way to work. I'm like, how many times this season have we seen the opposition try to play the ball out from the back only to play a garbage ball that's chested down by Barella, intercepted by Brozovic, intercepted by HAKIMI? And 90% of the time, that's coming from Lautaro's press. It's coming from Lautaro's pressure. I understand that, and that's why it's not so easy for us to just look at him as a striker and go, oh, he's missing the goal. He should be sold for 60 million. Because any striker who's missing the goal should be sold for 60 million. But there is a certain X factor about this kid, bro, isn't there?
There really is. And I talk shit about him all day long.
We all do.
We all do, because it comes said and done. It matters if you put the ball in the back of the net for the chances that you should score. I understand there's a whole talk about this XG bullshit and how he's exceeding it. Well, if you ask me and anyone who watches these freaking games, that 10 goals is not enough, because that 10 goals could be 20 goals easy with the chances he has. I love the work ethic, but like I always say, I don't give a shit how hard you work if it amounts to nothing. But on top of that, where this whole circle that it really gets me in a ball here is his pressure, like you just said, it amounts to something. We win the ball right back most of the time. Like against Benevento, he won the ball in midfield off a tackle off of their right midfielder. I don't know who the hell's on that team anymore. He wins the ball he chased the ball from the midfield, the center midfield, to our left side of the pitch, won the ball on a slide tackle, saved it from going out of bounds, dribbled 50 yards to the top of the 18, and then took a shot. I'm like, that was a terrible shot, but I respect everything he just did here. And then, like I said, this always circles back to the Icardi situation that we have where he could score the goals, but he literally did nothing else. And then they said, oh, his pressing is pressing, bullshit. It's not the same. It's not even close to what Lautaro does. And sure, he scored the goals, but Lautaro, once he gets that finishing on a more consistent basis, like if he has a bad first half that makes up for, like he did, a goal and an assist, I won't say anything. I'll tweet my shit for the first half, but I'll give him all the credit in the world.
100%, bro. 100%. I didn't expect there to be 10 people in here already, so please like the video. That helps out a lot. To be honest, he's the best option we have right now, and he's only going to get better. Mo says 100%. Mario will agree. Mario won't agree with your next comment. Eriksen is going to be sold in the summer. Let's chat about our guy, Christian Eriksen. Thanks for the invitation.
No, don't do this to
Eriksen. No chance he's getting sold in the summer if Conte keeps playing him regularly throughout this season. No chance, because we'll finally have that versatile midfielder that can contribute on almost all fronts, bar the defensive end, obviously. But that's okay. No one's ever expected him to do that. Mario, where do you see Eriksen's future positioning-wise, bro? Does it depend on management? It does.
Not really management, honestly. Because if I remember correctly, the Chinese government is not allowing Chinese companies outside of China to invest in any way. So if you can sell Christian Eriksen, you have to replace him, correct? You don't have anybody in the youth academy. You don't have many people coming back from a loan like you have Agume. You have some of these names, I guess you can say, but they're really not. They're not going to make a difference in the way that Eriksen, Brozovic, and like even Sensi can, whatever. But Eriksen is going to be a regista for the rest of the season, and he's going to be in the next season, and possibly the season after that. He's still 28 years old. He's my age. He's turning 29 next month. His peak value is right now. Like, you're not going to get more from him right now, and fortunately for us and me especially, we can't sell him. He's not going to go anywhere. Conte has plans for him. He's going to be a regista. He's going to swap time with Brozovic. As long as Brozovic is healthy, they're going to split time by the end of the season, because you can't go through this next 7 days having 3-4 games and not alter them in any sort of way. You put Eriksen for Benevento. You put him for the last game. Do we see him versus Juve? Probably not. I think Brozovic plays that, and then Fiorentina.
We're going to go a lot more physical against Juve than putting Eriksen.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a Barella, Brozovic, Vidal, or a Barella, Brozovic, Gagliardini midfield. Which
I'm fine with. I don't mind. It makes sense to me. Maybe even a Vidal for Gagliardini, I hope.
Yeah.
But I was watching videos of Eriksen today because I was like, let me see what he did 2016 at Tottenham, just for the fuck of it. He was playing balls in between the defense and midfield like
Harry
nothing.
Winks.
I'm sorry?
Was it Harry Winks? Was that the player who was
No,
playing
Eriksen from
Eriksen was playing in between the defensive midfielders on that team.
He was playing he was playing as the regista role without being a regista, playing diagonal balls to the right winger like it was his job. Like we saw the other day against Benevento to Hakimi. It's natural for him. The only thing is he needs the time to play, and he needs another big thing which I completely didn't mention. He didn't have Conte yelling at him for 90 minutes.
Yo.
I've been saying that if he doesn't have Conte hounding him for 90 minutes, carefree, he's going to play his game. There's certain players that just can't do it. They can't be yelled at for 90 minutes and give you a product. Maybe Gagliardini can, maybe Sensi can, maybe Vidal can. Vidal probably bathes in that kind of shit. But for Eriksen, it has to be like, let him play. Don't hold the controller.
Cool. I would agree for the most part, man. And, you know, Voodoo says no offers will come for Eriksen. COVID, baby, 100%. I was about to say, Mario was saying, you know, there's a lot of football to be played in the next 7 days. We're going to use him. I was about to say there's not going to be much transfer activity over the next year and a bit. Like, this is real economic shit that these clubs are going through right now. Inter are in the process of we're literally being sold because of this shit. Trajectory-wise, we were one of the most profitable clubs in Europe over the last 18 months. And we've just fucking made it up. We've just had to plummet. We're going to be selling majority of our club for this shit.
Yeah. And like I mentioned, it's because of the Chinese government. They won't allow anyone outside of China to do anything. Yeah. And that fucks us. That fucks a bunch of teams that are owned by Chinese owners.
Yeah, so let's just hope that's a chat for another video. Let's just hope that the new owners have all the best intentions of keeping the project going. Like, you know, it would be a smart business transition to do it on paper, but not in practicality, if that makes sense, because the project is working at the moment. The project of Marotta and Conte and them making the backroom decisions, it is working at the moment. So, you know, there is no need to radically change the entire project until we're coming to the end of the Conte era, in my opinion, bro. Who else we got? Oof, Don Sané. That's a rare opinion. Oh, damn, my thing just fell down. That'll be a funny clip. I love you guys. It's past your bedtime, Mario. Sané, that's the first time you've tuned in, and straight away the banner fell down, bro. That's voodoo shit. Yeah, that is voodoo shit, to be honest, bro. But yeah, it's past your bedtime, Mario. That's why we appreciate having him. This is an early show, bro. For me, it's actually coming on 6 p.m., so it's not too early. What's the situation with BC partners? Bro, we know the same as you do. I wake up every day and almost refuse to check the headlines because what's the point? What is the point, honestly, man? I don't know. So lineup-wise, it should be a pretty – well, actually, I was going to say it'll be an easy one to predict, but it probably won't, to be honest. Handanovic in goals. Back three. Ranocchia wasn't great against Benevento, which leaves me to suggest I don't actually think – like, I know you and Christian like him. I know Christian likes him more than we both do, but I can't field Ranocchia against Juventus, G.
No, against a game like Juve, I don't see him being featured. Fiorentina, maybe. I mean, he held it down. He, you know, no shots, no scares from his part. So I don't think I think we'll see him through this run of games.
Yeah, 100%. What up, John? I hope you had a good day at work, my G. We will talk soon. Perfect time. 100%. It's the perfect time. 5:35 for us Sydney boys. The perfect time indeed. Ricky Buzz, big Ricky. Yo, it's 12 a.m. here. It's time for bed, Ricky. So I would say Bastoni obviously gets the nod and Skriniar because those two are just unplayable at the moment. You have to put them in every single game. And yeah, it was nice to give De Vrij a rest, but I'm pretty sure Conte was resting De Vrij for this moment anyway. The back three to play 90, 180, 270 minutes over the next 7 days. Believe that. They will play them all. Good for them.
No spring chickens.
Bro, no chance. The midfield 5 or 3 plus wing backs, whatever you want to call it. We're happy to slot Darmian as a shoe-in at right wing back. There ain't no other replacement for Hakimi.
Yeah, at the moment it only can be Darmian and
D'Ambrosio's still our only injured player, right?
Still out. Yep.
I miss him, to be honest.
Me too.
Say that. I miss him. Lucky we'd be getting the points, most of the points without him. But you know what? Our 0-0 draw against Udinese, it's good. Could have a Danilo goal written all over it, bro. All over it.
It was the only way.
Bastoni to pocket CR7 again. Possibly, not probably. Ronaldo is the kind of athlete/human being that wouldn't make the same mistake twice. So just don't put all your money on that one, man. Because if we're looking at the score sheet at the end of the day and there's a goal for Juventus, I can almost guarantee it's probably
he'll probably be on Skriniar's side.
Yeah, but if you didn't notice, he was trying everything in his book to get away from us all game when he played us last time, and yeah, we did really well. We did really well to do that. We'll see how we go this time around. 100%. So with our 3 midfielders, I think we said Barella, Brozovic, not Eriksen.
No.
Barella, Brozovic, Vidal. I think it could be. You can't play Juventus and not play Vidal. Look what he did last time.
No, he has to play. Especially after that goal he scored. You know, you can really put him in. He deserves it.
That's it, man. That's it. All right, so Barella, Brozo, Vidal, and left-hand side. You know what? As it's a more tough, conservative game, you could see Ashley Young start there instead of Perisic.
I think so. Young's is
Perisic,
go-to.
yeah, look, I would prefer Young over Perisic at the moment because he's just not giving us anything. He's giving us very little, but I don't know.
I'm over Perisic. I've given him so long of a leash, and
Yeah,
just watching him do the same shit going down the line where he faces up the defender, hesitates, goes to his left foot on that consistent movement that he has, and it's not like he changes it up and goes to his right foot or goes to his left and back to his right. It's the same fluid vanilla movement. He sizes them, goes to his left. We all know what's coming, and then puts a cross, but it hits the defender's foot and goes off of him for a goal kick.
I was about to say the only good thing that comes from Perisic is that maybe 1/3 of the time we get a corner from the resulting miscross. That's about it.
If he puts it in late enough.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, I'd go Young on that side as well then. So yeah, let's see. I think I've got the same. Is this the same projected lineup that I had last time? Nope, we got to change Hakimi. That's about it for Damian.
I think Hakimi starts.
I thought he was suspended.
No, he's on a yellow.
Oh, he's on a yellow.
He's on a yellow. I'm pretty sure he's on a yellow, and if he gets another yellow this game, he misses the second leg.
All right, cool. Sorry. I thought Hakimi was dusted for this game. My bad.
I don't think so.
Maybe. Look, we'll keep Damian there just in case anyway. So we'll show our projected lineup at the bottom. Are you in agreement that it's got to be Sanchez coming in for Lukaku? Because I legit heard a couple of fans say today that Pinamonti got minutes because maybe he'll start against Juve. I say no, bro. Pinamonti got minutes because we're up 3-0 against Benevento with 13 minutes to go.
Hell yeah, that's the only reason.
Don't jump the gun from 13 minutes against Benevento to starting against Juventus.
That's like saying Radu's going to start. Radu's never going to freaking start. You know, as much as the fans talk, he's never going to start. And the guy's never going to see an Inter jersey.
Fair enough. Mo says Hakimi is suspended. So... Yeah, there you go.
Even better. Get him for the second
Hakimi and Lukaku. All right. Well, that's what I mean. That's why I said it could be a blessing in disguise because Conte is always really reluctant to give players a shot. Like Hakimi at 70% fitness is starting over Damian every single time. Yeah. Lukaku at 20% fitness starts over a 100% fit Sanchez. So at the end of the day, man, this is a time, and it is the Coppa Italia. It is against Juventus. Against any other team besides Juve, cuz you wouldn't even be questioning it as much as we are. You'd just be slotting these names in, your Ranocchias, your whatevers, like let's give them a run in the first leg, no matter who it's against. It's like this is the only opponent where you have to put your foot down and say shit. Like every minute of this result means everything. So we're just gonna have to go for it, cuz. Prediction time. Prediction-wise, let's not talk about the tie in total, because we'll probably link up before or somewhere around the second leg as well. What do you reckon for the first leg, man? We're home, by the way, in case anybody was unsure. We just played them at home as well, yeah? When we beat them, it was in Milan, not Turin. All right, cool.
Yeah, that was a home game. I could see like a 2-1 win, honestly. I think we could scrape a couple stupid goals.
Bro, for me, and I don't know why, I'm like 80% sure of this. I feel like putting a bet right now. I reckon this has got 0-0 written all over it. Like all over it, bro. Yeah. If Mo thinks 1-1, I'll probably go 1-1 because that sucks more for Inter. Juventus will get the away goal to make us feel lousy. So I'm sort of like trying to predict my feeling after the game, not the actual result itself. So 1-1 looks like a pretty good lock. If we come away with a 2-1 win, I'll be very confident of going through. Very confident of going through, to be honest.
Pinamonti.
Who is Pinamonti again, bro? It was nice to see him sub on with Sensi. I'm like, the forgotten soldiers. The forgotten boys, man. What did you? While I've got you here for a few more minutes, what did you think of Benevento, bro?
The 20th place or whatever?
No. They're like in 11th place. I expected them to attack more, but honestly, they were trash. They put in probably the worst. They're this season's Genoa to me, bro.
They didn't look good. I think Conte had them in his pocket, or he prepared the team to put them in their pocket. And 100%. Then they just carried out the game plan, and that was it. We've seen ERIKSEN. He picked them apart left and right. It was his show. Like, that's really what it came down to. Like, that's why playing ERIKSEN against those in those games we need to win, it's so important because he's just so smart. He outsmarts the other team by himself.
Yeah.
You saw him. He outworked, outsmarted the whole team, both teams.
Do you think, and this is where we're going to end on, and I want Mo to jump into this as well, some way or another. Tactically, last time, Conto bent Pirlo behind and did him up the arse, man. Like, it was the biggest managerial win of our season, tactic-wise. If we do go away with a 0-0 draw, Conte will be licking his lips, bro, knowing that we only need one goal against an attacking Juventus to go through. How do you think tactically we are going to approach this game? I don't think we do it in the same way that we did the game in Serie A, although we could. But, you know, Pirlo being an amateur coach, you'd think he would experiment. You know, it's like doing a test and getting the answer wrong the first time. Oh, I need to change my methodology, right? Study something different. So, yeah, what do you reckon about this one tactically, Mario? And Mo, I hope you're typing out a comment.
I think it's going to be a little bit more safe than we've seen, especially because we're not going to have our strongest lineup that we can possibly have, like Lukaku and Hakimi and all that. So I feel like he's going to try to take the game a little bit slower, and kind of just make Juve play our game, run the game through Brozovic as much as we can, go side to side, keep Ronaldo out of the game as much as possible, and when he does get it, shut him down. Don't let him do anything because he's gonna be the focal point of their attack. I was watching a little bit of their game today, I believe it was, or yesterday, whatever the hell it was. Yesterday, right?
The Benevento game or the Juventus game?
The Juve.
They played just before us. They beat Sampdoria.
Yeah. And I was looking. I liked how Arthur played.
He's good.
If he plays, I feel like he's going to give us a tough one. But if they go with their stupid Rabiot,
they won't again. Pirlo can't be that stupid, bro. He's got to start Artur and McKennie, both of them, or at least one.
Yeah, he has to. If he wants to get anything out of this game in Coppa Italia, he has to, because
we will murder Rabiot again on the pitch, bro.
Rabiot and Ramsey, they saw. The other thing I can see, like on the opposite side, is Conte might try to just push straight away, get a quick early goal, and just hold the game as much as he can.
Yeah, we could do that. Mo says, what do you think about a 5-4-1 with Perisic on the left in front of Young? Look, it makes sense defensive solidity-wise, but I don't think
he switches.
I don't think Conte switches like this. Like, he barely switches from anything, let alone that. That's more of us talking there.
He switched for ERIKSEN for 3 games and was like, it doesn't work.
Yeah. Look, if Perisic was playing left in front of Young, that would give Perisic that little bit more attacking freedom to maybe actually pin 1 out of 10 crosses. But at the end of the day, man, like Mario said, we were having these sort of chats about him when we started podcasting in the Spalletti era. And now here we are talking about him under Conte with the same sort of technical product. At the end of the day, he's fit, he's athletic, and I think his positioning-wise gives him a 5 out of 10 or a 4.5 out of 10 almost.
I think his game has changed under Conte.
Yeah, you can't ask him to change this late in his career. Exactly,
and he's a player that's used to having so much freedom under the Croatian and Bayern Munich even, and he's a creative flair, like do moves, all that stuff that we'd like to see from a soccer player. But Conte doesn't allow that, and he's restricting him. He says, go on the left line, take it as far as you can, and cross. Whatever happens. Don't cut in, don't shoot.
Yeah, 100%. Inter can't sit back because the first shot on target will be a goal. Probably, man. Probably. That's usually the case with us this season. But however, with Juventus, I don't feel as though they will threaten anywhere near as much as we're used to in the last few years. We all saw what happened last time. And if our back 3 are on task, man, and our wing backs are all right, and there's no stupid brain slips or mistakes, I don't see us conceding a goal.
If we sit back, that's where Juve has a lot of trouble, especially against a Conte team, because if you have 11 guys behind the ball, it's so hard to break down. Like if you do it right, if you do it correctly, if the whole team buys into the system of defending as a unit, 11 people behind the ball, like we've seen numerous times against us, it's one of the most effective ways. The only way they'll break us down in that case is if Ronaldo out jumps 3 guys, wins a header, and Ronaldo is on the opposite side of the goal. That's the only way they'll break us down, because otherwise Ronaldo's going to take 100 shots. One might get on target, and the rest will go to the corner flag, the Rosie, the parking lot. So that's not where they're going to kill us. They're going to kill us if we give them the space to counter us and give them the holes, which in a normal circumstance, defending wise, Conte is not going to give you that.
I hope not. He's not suspended for the Coppa Italia, is he? His touchline ban is only for Serie A, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Someone can quote me on that. I know the rules in Italy have changed. I'm pretty sure a few years ago it used to be if you received a suspension or a ban in Serie A, sometimes that would carry over to Coppa Italia. It would carry over all domestically. I'm pretty sure it was at one point. But anyway, Harry says 2-1 us in the first leg. De Vrij, Lautaro, 0-0 second leg. That's got panic attack written all over us, man, if we concede a goal at home. And then next leg, second 0-0 up until the final whistle. But, yeah, we'll see. I reckon that's it, man. Thanks to Mario for his time, as always. And thanks to anybody who joined us in the chat. If you're still here now, please like the video. And if you are new, subscribe. Hopefully, we are going into the second leg with a decent chance, more so favourites, but we'll take anything. But just before we go, ERIKSEN to start against Fiorentina this weekend in Serie A, right?
Yeah.
He'll kill 100%. It. 100%, man. Guys, don't forget to subscribe and follow Inter Worldwide. Don't forget to like and follow Mario on Twitter. And, yeah, we'll speak to you soon. Forza Inter Worldwide. Ciao.
Bye-bye.